Hey guys, what's up? Back with another video here today. And today we're actually in something I haven't really put up since, well, I think my first commentary. We're in the Batchat, and we're on the Namahan map. Namahan? Yeah, whatever. But this game's going to be kind of unique. Just keep an eye, I'll say this now, on how many shots out of this tank this game actually miss. So just keep that in mind. So this map I'm not the biggest fan of, and the main reason I'm not is just because of the terrain on it. That's really the only reason I really have a struggle with it, and that's mostly because I play lights and mediums. And it just makes it hard to maneuver around quickly. You tend to flip your tank occasionally, so yeah, it's not great for that. But it does have good sight lines and is decent for some scouting, so you can't have everything. Not everything can be perfect. So, and honestly, not every map should be, I guess, totally flat, because that doesn't really make sense. Terrain in real life in a field isn't, especially in a war zone, isn't going to be silky smooth. Well-maintained grass fields or something. Just saying. But going to a fairly, this is kind of a different, I don't know how to, I can explain standard battles more on where I'm going because this positioning is more standard, I think. But with the team destruction variant, it's a little different. It's hard to explain, kind of, but I try to get to a position where I know I'm going to hopefully get vision as far out as possible without being too risky in terms of how far forward I'm pushing based off where I think their tanks may deploy. I don't want to get caught up by somebody like hanging over the top of this hill or something like that too early on. So that position generally lets me extend my view range all the way to the other ridge, so that I can spot them from my team. And at this range, I'm not going to lit up too, because 417 meters. And I wish I could have this shot back. You'll see why. But good start so far. 1500 damage, 700 assists, so a good start. The earlier you can start doing damage in autoloaders, the better. Because you can get more clips off quickly, and especially if you can pen them, that's obviously the goal. Now here, I noticed their team's made a big mistake, and I used the terrain to my advantage, basically. I'm like, they just left this path open, and I'm going to exploit it and try to stay unspotted. If I can get up behind them in the back here, one, I can either kill their arty, or I can turn around and shoot those guys on the ridge. I think they're safe and only have enemies behind and in front of them, sorry, and confuse them. But here we do something which is really good. We spot their arty, and for some reason there's a light tank back here. It's a 1 or 2 shot. So yeah, I don't know. But here I start moving. I just kind of wait till he's closer to fire. Just so I can get out of the possible sight lines of anything I don't spot. And you see I spot something here, so I take the time to aim, because I wasn't totally sure. I checked the mini-map really quick, and I see the 430 is now coming for me, and I'm going to reload, so I'm going to cut my losses. I exploited that pretty damn well. Got a 5 for 5 pen clip, which is always very nice in the Batchat, and we're going to fall back to our regular lines basically at this point, which is advanced up because of that play right there. But it's just an example of really reading the map and understanding, okay, there's a gap there, I can exploit. I've got good camo, good mobility, and playing off the enemy's mistake on where they deploy, basically. Now, say if their light tank had been on that side, I wouldn't have been able to do that, because they would have been able to focus their attention onto me and turn their turrets and kind of deal with me as a threat. So, like I said, just a good play overall. Now we're going to take a more traditional approach. I could take a shot from that guy, but I really don't want to take a shot. I'm really just kind of buying my time. I'm kind of avoiding this fight because it's, you know, Batchat thrives in getting the rears inside of tanks. Especially with the accuracy on the gun, it's not good for fighting tanks frontally. Just the gun handling, the pen, it's not the best. It's not recommended. Especially other tier 10s. It's just not what you want to be doing. You're playing the Batchat wrong, really, if you find yourself fighting tanks head on a lot. Instead, you want to be looking for these side shots, just being on the swivel. And I see the conch. I don't fire yet, and then I get his drive wheel. And I guess he's already used his repair kit. And so we're going to try to keep him tracked here, but that last one dips low. And then that one dips high, or goes high, so we don't retrack him. So we only have one in our chamber. But I feel like I still have the 430. And then we pray to our baguettes. And we pray to De Gaulle, and somehow that goes in. I don't know. But, yeah, sure. Sometimes, you know, it's all skill, right? So, they actually still have some pretty... This game's pretty much in the bag, I would say. At this point, we have their flank, and they're not pushing this other side with the remaining tanks. So, this is a good opportunity. We're still on 5,000 damage. It's been a good game, but we can make a good game and make it even better by dumping at least 1 or 2 more clips here. Now, we wait for the Jaeger to pull back because we'll lose a lot of hit points to him, and then we're going to pick on the G. He's got very little armor in this situation. I'm paying attention to the Yag on what he's doing because he's really my main right here. I don't mind taking the hits at this point in the game. That's the biggest thing with the Batchat, is saving your hit points. If you can have the majority of your hit points in the Batchat, and you're still doing damage the whole game, but you're in that mop-up phase, you can really use those hit points to trade and just get that extra damage off. And that's where the Batchat at the end of the game, and light tanks even also, with autoloaders, are really, really filthy. Because, yeah, you're going to take a hit, but you have the hit points to take a hit, and then you can go in and dump a whole clip for taking 1 shot of damage, or 2, you know. I would say it would have been able to do more damage, but the Batchat's reload was nerfed a few patches ago, unfortunately. We're going to focus the D5 and try to get around the Yag at the same time, stopping momentarily just so I can hit the E5. And yeah, we're going to finish this game out with, you know, just shy of 8,000 damage and 1,000 assisted. So a really, really good game. And the best part about this is when you look at the post-game results and you notice how many shots actually missed that game. That's what caught me off. And see, we got the sniper medal. Yeah. Perfection. 23 for 23 in the Batchat. Which, if anybody's played the Batchat, you understand that that's just ridiculous. And why I wish I had that shot on the Badger back, because I could have gone a perfect, even if it was 22 for 22 for 22. That would have been beautiful. Always good when you can pen all your shots. Because, yeah, you can be shooting your gun, but if you're just shooting and not penning, there's no point of it. So, just some really good, a little bit of luck. I mean, but what game doesn't have some luck in it? But most of my luck was that 1 shot. So, hopefully you enjoyed, and I will catch you next time. See ya.